Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Oh, we're just waiting for people to trickle in. Hopefully it won't be too long, but So yeah, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below and don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. It really does help. So thank you. Um yeah, I hope you had a great week and a great weekend. I know mine has been both slow and busy. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you more about that when some people have shown up. Um, let's see when that happens, usually within a minute or two. I don't know. Sometimes people are here when I begin, and other times they're not. So, the past, I don't know, months or so, it has, they have come trickling in, but that's just what these lives are about, right? Hey, Catherine, welcome. How are you doing, sweetie? Hope you had a great weekend. Do I need more light? Yeah, there you go. Now you can actually see me. Yeah. What has your week been up to, Catherine? Yeah, good. I'm happy to hear it. How am I right now? Tired, mostly in my head, but we'll get into that in a little bit um, when people are here. It's been a busy day. Let's just start with that. Busy day. And yesterday was kind of busy, but more relaxed, but still busy because I had to cook and I had to bake. I was baking cakes for today. So, but I didn't really had to because I have so much cake left. And we just had dinner. So it's like, okay, hurry, hurry, hurry. I need to be done by 7 p.m. my time. But I had the whole of 10 minutes left. Catherine, you had your niece's 4 year old birthday party yesterday? Oh, how was it? Did she like all her presents? And what did you give her? I can't believe Rosa will be four this next summer. They grow way too fast, right? 4. It's such a funny age, that 3 to 6. At least I think so. They just say the darndest things, right? I love it. Oh, I look tired. Oh, so you gave her a Barbie in a wheelchair? That is so cool. I don't think Rosa is into Barbies just yet. She loves Paw Patrol, especially Sky. So I try to, find little somethings with Sky on. We lost her sunglasses. I have no idea where they are, so I might have to give her some new ones. But she has a tumbler with Sky on it. She has a kind of a hat, those summer hats with Sky on it. I just got her a dress, and underwear, ooh, and socks. She's so spoiled, that kid. But I guess you know what that's like. What that's like. Spoiling those kids rotten. Yeah. Did you get to have dinner before showing up here? We just ate. Which is in the weekends. This is about where we eat. Usually we have. Oh, in the Monday to Friday, we get up at, well, around 10:30, and then we have breakfast at around 11:30. So then David eats before he's going to work at 3, yeah, 3:30, and I eat whenever I remember to. But in the weekends, we try to, get to eat about 5 or 6. But since I haven't been home and I needed a nap and I came home, it's it was almost 6 before I get to eat anything. But we made easy dinner yesterday. I made chili con carne, and that gives us enough food for a week or so. So, oh, you eat about 5 every day? Yeah, I wish I was that. Yeah, I should do that, right? But I don't. I'm a horrible eater because I just don't feel it. I mean, David keeps telling me, you need to put an alarm on your phone so you remember to eat. I'm like, yeah. Do I do it? But I ought to, right? It would be more healthy, I think. Yeah, I need to do that eventually. Maybe. So who else is in here? Say hi. I can't. I don't. Where is everybody? I don't think it's been this long before with just you and me, Catherine. I wonder what people are up to. No, it can't be because of the time change, because that isn't until the 5th of November in the US. Hi, Nina. Welcome. You just had dinner? How are you doing, sweetie? And what did you eat for dinner? It's US. It's us or it's US weird. It's just you and me, Catherine, and now Nina. The rest of the people is gone. I don't know where they are. I know Auntie won't be here today because she's on a road trip with her mom to get a puppy that her mom wants. And they drove Thursday. So yeah, she won't be home until Monday, I think. Oh, Nina is eating now. Pulled pork with potatoes and gravy. That is delicious. We make pulled turkey every now and then we, make them as a burger with Nordic coleslaw. It's so good. You should try that one once, Nina. Yeah, I love that. It's basically like a burger just with the pulled turkey in it. Maybe we should do that next weekend. What are we doing next weekend? Oh, we're going to a concert next weekend. I'm going to tell you more about that on Tuesday. Just remembered. I was like, there is something next weekend. Yeah. My memory. At least I remembered that. Can you imagine us just going through the weekend and like, wait, wasn't there something? I paid money for that concert, so, well, not a lot, but still. But I can't wait. It's cold. Ooh. That is horrible. I am tired, so yeah. The concert is one of my. I have a cat here running around here. It's one of my favorite Danish artists, so I can't wait. I do wonder. Nina, I usually eat pulled pork, turkey, whatever, with coleslaw, but crave taters and gravy, so marinated the meat in red wine. Not bad. Do you make it from scratch? Because we always buy the box. It's way easier than 40 minutes in the oven or whatever it is, and done. Sadly, you can't get the boxes with pulled turkey in Denmark anymore. So we buy them in Germany. Oh, you make it from scratch. Yeah, I don't have the patience for that. I don't have the patience. I just go to the freezer, pull out the meat, let it thaw, and then back in the oven it goes. It has to be easy with me. Easy. Yeah, you say it's easy. Takes 10 minutes of work time. Well, maybe. I don't know. And then when you're working with me, it takes half an hour because everything takes longer with me. It's kind of like a rule. I don't know. It's kind of like, I remember when we had Hello Fresh. It's like, this is how long it takes in prep. And every time for me, it was kind of like the double because it takes time. Maybe also because I did everything, first and then I cooked it. Because sometimes I have no idea how you get to fry the onion while you do. And I'm like, but I can't stir in the pan and still chop this. How do you do that? Or do people expect that you're more than one in the cooking? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I prep everything so it's ready, and then I get cooking. It's kind of like yesterday when I made that chili con carne. I mean, everything was ready to go. I had chopped up the bell peppers, um, opened all the cans of beans. The ground beef was ready. I had chopped up the onions and the garlic. Everything was ready. And then I get cooking. You put the meat in style sauce, it's called, spice it up, pour water or red wine, and in the oven. So how long do you cook it? Because I always hear that it has to cook about 12 hours. And that is where my impatience show up. Because no, that isn't my forte. Plus, I like it when you buy these boxes. It comes with the marinating whatever. You just pour it in one of your what are they called? Those thing that you can put in the oven. The word is gone. Somebody help me. It's not a skillet, is it? No. I'm blank. I know the word in Danish, but that won't help anybody. Um. Anyway, one of those thingies that you can put in the oven, and then and it's marinating still. Yes, Nina, that is the word, but that isn't English. Oh my God, what is the word of that? Yeah, maybe tin, but I don't think, isn't tin something you have coffee or tea in? I wonder if Google can help me. Sometimes Google has the funniest translations of things. It's actually kind of funny to try to Google Translate and then be like, what? Refractory dish? I don't think that's the word. A baking dish, an oven-proof dish, an oven-proof tray. See, that's more right? So choose one of those, and if you know what it is, good. Yeah, so you just put it in that, bake it for 40 minutes, take it out, and pull it apart. That's the part that always takes the longest because I want it to be in smaller bits. Yeah, I don't like these. I can't remember where we were, but the meat were in these large chunks. And I'm like, isn't supposed to be pulled. I mean, it isn't supposed to be like chunks like this. Hi, Stina. Welcome. How you doing? A mixer. I haven't tried that. Maybe I ought to try that the next time. Good idea, Nina. That would you do that? Huh. Need to try that. Maybe that way it'll take me a shorter amount of time because I'll be like shredding and pulling and oh, you do that. Cool. Need to try that. Unless I forget it before this live is over. That'll just be my brain, right? My brain is the funniest and most forgetful, and I don't know what. So, yeah, what else? Oh, yeah. Now we can talk about, well, still not a whole lot of people, but Steen asks if we were hit hard by the storm. So we live, on a high, so we didn't get any flooding. We did get a whole bucket of wind, and I want to show you some pictures from one of our local beaches. It is beautiful yet terrifying to look at. Isn't it? I mean, it looks beautiful with that wind. But this is our Circle Beach Bridge, and it is just look at that. Isn't that? It looks amazing. But just knowing that is the wind and the storm, that is playing havoc. Yeah. And the water was muddy. Usually it is blue, but it was just one big pile of mud. Sadly, our circle bridge didn't get through the storm unharmed. And we have another bridge that was totally smashed. It was just renewed in 21. So that is kind of sad. Steen is saying some of our fence was about to fall over. Oh no, I hope it survived. We had a hedge that it was about to fall over earlier because it kind of went like this. So David trimmed it a whole lot. So it doesn't have a lot of weight to it and kind of like, how is the roots doing? So we were like, well, will it stay? Will it fall? It survived. It survived. But yeah. But David had put up all of, well, not all, but a bunch of our Halloween decorations last weekend. And we were kind of like, ooh, I wonder, I wonder. But everything is still here. Our Reaper might have died, so we might need a new skeleton next year. But I have to see when it's all over. You had to slip away again. I just wanted to say hello. Okay, Stina. Talk to you later. Just pop in if you have the time again. So yeah. How about you, Nina? How did you survive the storm? I mean, down where David's uncle and his girlfriend lives, they had what was it? They had 2 meters of extra water. The normal water level that rose about 2 meters. So they had water all the way up to the house, the building that they live in, and a lot of people um, lost their summer houses, the little beach houses around the beaches were lost. Yeah, it was a lot of damage in the span of 48 hours, really. Um, it began, Thursday? And it was already, kind of wild Thursday, but Friday, oh my, oh my. Yeah. The funny thing is, though, this storm they didn't name, or maybe I just missed it. But usually they're very, very busy, naming the storms coming here. But this time they were more like, be prepared for flooding, and people can lose their summer houses and blah blah. And I was like, wait, what? What happened to the name? Yeah. Or maybe it's because it wasn't a hurricane. I don't know. But it was kind of crazy. The house was creaking, and David and I were like, okay, as long as it's creaking, it's still standing. It's when it gets quiet we have to worry, right? We didn't lose any tiles on the roof. Yeah. The only thing we lost was Rosa's Paw Patrol bucket, but that has been found again. A member of our own association just wrote on my Facebook post and they said, if anybody finds a Paw Patrol bucket, it's Rosa's, please. And one of the other members of the board in the owners association was like, it's down here. Thank you. I needed it. So I might have to ask and write, write and ask if I can come get it when this live is over. You were worried about your roof, Nina, but otherwise it was okay. Do you live up high as well? It's so crazy. You will live about 5 minutes away from one of the local beaches. And a friend of mine went down there to look, and she took some crazy photos as well. It's like, and the police in our area were like, please stay home. Don't go out and be storm tourists. And I'm like, I'm listening. I'm not getting out there. I'm just staying in here, diamond painting, watching Supernatural. Yeah. That is what I'm doing in the evenings. Diamond paint, knit, and watching Supernatural. I am at season 6 now. Just started season 6 yesterday. Nina lives up high and Yusa, her cat, didn't want to go outside for 3 days. Wow. So not just Thursday and Friday. I mean, at least Saturday here wasn't really that bad at all. Am I going to Gratitude Day next weekend? I'm not sure, Nina. Are you coming? I know that Stina talked about Sunday. I mean, there is a lot of great talks out there. So I might end up going. But the sad thing is they don't have a whole lot of knitting stuff out there anymore, knitting and yarn. So I wasn't there last year because I felt bad. And the year before that, I was there with a friend. And we were like, if this is, the way it's going to be, we're like, I don't know. But, oh, Nina, you threw him out last night. He was annoying you. What was he doing? Having the zoomies? I mean, Thursday and Friday, our cats were like losing their minds because of the wind and everything was moving outside. And they were, I don't know, they were just crazy. Because everything creaked and cracked and there were leaves everywhere and the wind was howling and the rain was just, bashing against the windows. Nina is going Friday. We'll try to be there from opening so I can be there when there is hopefully not so many people. I'm telling you, the opening is where there is the most people. People are standing crushed together for a half an hour before getting in. If you want to be there when there's less people, Sunday is the day. But yeah, I would have to get up early to be there at opening. Oh my God, sorry. I'm not sure yet. I'm still debating whether I want to or not. Also because we have that concert on Saturday evening. He was meowing constantly, but as soon as I got him on his leash, He ran out just to start 5 minutes later. Oh, yeah, that's right. To take him out on a leash, right? Yeah, ours haven't been outside for quite a while because it's so wet. Yeah, and it's going to be great, Nina. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing, sweetie? Um, at least there are some great talks on Fridays. How was your weekend and week, Dawn? I mean, there is a new book coming from Lillestrick um, that I really wanted. Well, if I went out there, I wanted to hear her talk about it. Um, but yeah, Dawn, I'm good. I'm just tired from today. Oh yeah, today. We've been here so long and we're still just four people. Um, Nina is hoping to find some yarn for the cape I'm going to crochet for my mom for Christmas. What kind of yarn are you looking for, Nina? People are saying hi to Dawn. So, and again, this is crazy. Okay, so yesterday I was baking for today because today in our owners association we had pumpkin carving with a bunch of kids. There were 19 kids and the parents, and it was a lot of fun. So many great carvings were made. We had one of the girls who made a cat. um, it was great, but we were inside due to the weather. We have a little um, grocery store up here. They have, the place where they get all the stuff in, all the food and stuff before it goes to the refrigerator and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, we got to be in there, and the noise on its own. I mean, 19 kids, where most of them were under the age of 6, and they were running around screaming. And I'm, that's how it is, right? But my ears, my head, I'm like, I'm gonna, but it was a lot of fun, and the pumpkins were great, and we were selling hot cocoa and coffee, and there were cake they could buy. And I mean, I need to remember next year to actually put something on my cake because everybody wanted the cakes that were, frosted on top. And I just baked them and we're like, anyway, it was a lot of fun. And David gets to bring cake for work tomorrow. Nina, I hope for some alpaca angora or very soft wool for a hook 2.5 max. Have you ever considered using cotton wool? Don, that is a lot of kids. It is a lot of kids. Thankfully, they all brought parents. Nina, do I know if there's any diamond paintings? There were these China ones 2 years ago, but way too expensive. But I don't know if there's any new ones this year. I mean, they had some of the ones, that you can buy in Billy Blumst, and they were way too expensive. So yeah, I mean, I know. And the thing is, now that you have tried your first time in art club, it's gonna be hard to go back. Just telling ya. So yeah. Do you guys know that I was a little annoyed with the new releases because I had just decided with myself, no more diamond paintings for quite a while. And which one do they release? Yeah, if you know me, you know. It is hanging up there. But the thing is, I think it's too small. I mean, it needed to be a little bigger for the detail, But I mean, I can't change that. The yarn, yes, cotton wool from Garngaragen. No, not Garngaragen. Garnusal.dk. That is the yarn that I'm usually knitting in, just because it's it's soft, but it has the wool in it, and it is still durable because of the cotton. So yeah, that is what I like about it, and I can wear it directly on my skin. But with anything else, I can't. Um, Sadly, they're never on these conventions kind of things because they have enough sale. I mean, they don't need to go to stuff like that. They yeah. I haven't been in on their website for quite a while. You did saw the Threads of the Universe on Diamond Eye Club. Yeah, I had to have it, and I was like, I sent the picture to David, and I'm like, that's not fair. I'm not supposed to buy anything. I'm like, well, you could just buy it. Like, that's not the point. I am going to buy it, but it's still not the point. The point was that I wasn't going to buy anything, and then they released this one. That is not fair. And it sold out. So, yeah, I knew it would. I knew it would sell out just because so many people have been waiting for it since last August. So I wasn't the only one just waiting and waiting. And I'm like, will they ever release it? Because I know so many people have been waiting. And yeah, thankfully I got it. I got it. And the colors are so beautiful. It's these pastel colors. And yeah, I just wished it would have been at least, I don't know, 10, 15 centimeters longer and wider. That would have been amazing. Just for the details, because when you look at them, it's kind of like, I mean, just a little bigger, and it would have been so much better. But again, that's just me. I'm all about the details, and I would rather go bigger than it being too small. But again, that's me. How about you, Dawn and Catherine? Did you get anything? I'm getting closer to being done with my Harry Potter. I'm more than halfway by now. But I haven't done a whole lot of diamond painting this week. I've had the time, but Thursday and Friday I was more, what's happening outside, what is going on outside, making sure that all of our Halloweeny stuff wasn't running away. Dawn didn't get anything. CC Angel, it isn't sold out. I'm thinking of getting it. Oh, then they must have gotten more because I was in looking last night and then it was sold out. Catherine didn't get anything. You're thinking of getting it, Angel? Get it. Do it. I'm kind of like, you need to make it bigger. But I know they have this thing for the longest time now. People don't want big diamond paintings. And I'm like, why? You finished your moon goddess, Dawn, but you haven't taken a picture yet. Can't wait to see her. But it's still daytime in your end. I'm just sitting here looking out. Well, it's too dark. And I'm like, no, that's just here. But yeah. So I wasn't supposed to get anything. I wasn't. And then Thread of the Universe happened. David was like, so why don't you just get it? I am getting it, but I wasn't supposed to. I'm going to end up having diamond paintings for 20 years in here. This is your reminder to remember to hydrate. I'm behind today because I haven't been home. I did get 2 cups of coffee for the pumpkin carving, but that's not enough. So I have to drink a bunch tonight. Yeah, maybe I take some tea later. I can't, no more coffee for me today. Not that I will have any issues sleeping because I don't. It's just I don't like drinking that much coffee. That's just me being weird. So I can see we have 6 people in here. That is a whooping, I don't know how, a lot of people. But please don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help. So, yeah, please do that. And I'm still wondering where everybody is. But, that's just how it is today. Other times, well, I get gazillion people in here, but it's okay. It's okay. So, let me know, what were you doing this week? I mean, I know Nina and I had the storm to worry about, but how about the rest of you? And again, if you haven't watched my whip and chat, not from this week, but last week, please go watch it all the way to the end. Or maybe just, fast forward to the end. Nina hasn't done too much diamond painting since she was sick 2 weeks ago. So you've been sick for 2 weeks? Yikes. That's not good. I hate being sick. But, hey, dang it. Most of the time when I'm not well, it's due to my back, my neck. Knock on wood, it's been a while since I was sick. I think the last time was when I had COVID last year. Yeah. Knock on wood. I don't want to be sick. I hate it. I was a little worried because Rosa was sick, throwing up and stuff, and like, please don't. I mean, I hope you haven't given anything to me, but she hadn't. So Nina now is just coughing in a very sore throat. Nina, don't you have those menthol bulger from Germany? You can also buy them in Netto. They're looking like. Where did they go? Hang on. Oh God. You can get these in Netto. And then just, make some Earl Grey tea and put a few of them in. Are you eating them all the time? Try putting them in Earl Grey tea. It's amazing. That's what I'm doing when I'm having a cold or a sore throat. It really does help. Don't try any other teas. That tastes yuck. But yeah. People always say, drink tea with honey in it. And I'm like, you do know that you're ruining the honey by putting it into very warm water, right? It would be so much better just to take a teaspoon of honey and eating it and then drinking your tea afterward. But people just look at you when you say that. Like, no, you have to put it in the tea. And I'm like, yeah, well, anyway. If you wanted the effect from the honey, just take the spoonful of it. I don't know. See, I don't like honey, so I haven't ever tried it. I'm right, Dawn. Yeah, people, I don't know, if you just put it in the tea, does it still get that soothing? I don't know, but the effect from honey, you're not getting. So Nina is ruining the honey and putting in a tea with lemon. Yeah, well, try Earl Grey with these hard candy in it. They're doing this stuff. I remember years ago when I was working at the hospital, I was, cleaning during the day, and then I went home, and then went back in at around 5, and I served them dinner, and I was coughing so bad. And I had a sore throat. I'm like, and they were like, oh, you just need to drink tea with honey. And I'm like, I don't do honey. Then put it in hot cocoa. Then you can't taste it. So I tried it, and I'm like, no, I don't like honey, and I can taste it. So I just drank my tea or cocoa, not together, of course. But like, I don't like it. And then I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's years and years ago, right? I had one of those little hot candies in my mouth, just to help with my sore throat, and then I drank a mouthful of the Earl Grey tea, so it got a little mixed, and I'm like, this is interesting. So I just dumped a few of them in my Earl Grey. Yeah, it is soothing. You should try it with a candy instead. So ever since then, whenever I have a sore throat, I'm not feeling too good, I just dump a few of them in a cup and just drink it. It really does help. I'm not sure if it's the placebo, if it really does, but it's what I drink. Sorry. But yeah. I wonder what everybody is up to today. I'm still wondering. I don't think we've been this few for I don't know how long. I'm still weird out, Angel, that it's not sold out anyway, because I looked yesterday and it was marked as be notified. Maybe they had more in stock and just put it in afterwards. But that wouldn't be fair, would it? Yeah, that's weird. Weird, weird, weird. Yeah, it's the last weekend of our fall holiday, which is why we had our pumpkin carving today. We were thinking of having it last Sunday, but it's like, no, wait, people are away on holiday, and yeah. So we have been thinking about, depending on how the fall holiday collides with the Halloween, we will stick to that. But if it's too close, people are too busy with Halloween stuff in the kindergarten and the school. So yeah. Angel still has it in her card. My oldest kid is going to teach me to knit. That is so cool. I mean, we could do online knitting. Both Nina and I knit, so we can do online knitting and we can show you. And there are so many great YouTube videos. I mean, I know during COVID, so many people learned how to knit and crochet watching YouTube. So, and whenever I'm in doubt of anything, I just, watch videos. Yeah. I usually have when you're increasing, you have a left increase and a right decrease increase. And I keep, forgetting which way to put the stitch because my memory. Um, so I need to watch that same video every time. You're like, what is it again? So YouTube is your friend. YouTube is your friend. That is my go-to whenever I'm something. I remember when I had to learn knit front back. You take one stitch and you knit it in during the front first and then in the back. that is a way to increase your stitches as well. And I was like, how do you do that? And there was this explanation in the pattern, and I was like, yeah, I need to see that because I learn by seeing it. I can't read something and go, oh, that makes sense, because it doesn't. That's Russian in my world, so I need to see it. Nina is saying, Angel, that is so nice, and that would be nice if we did it online. Dawn, you make beautiful things with your knitting. Thank you, sweetie. Angel, I've been crocheting for like 50 years, but never had an interest in knitting. Why not? Nina, I have a thing that keeps popping up and to reboot my computer, and one of the choices is to do it later, sometimes next century. Nice. That is so funny. I usually do it just before I go to bed. Yeah, when there is updates, then when I go to bed, I just choose the update and close computer. That way, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna decide when we're doing this, okay? Which is why I have, it can't just upgrade on its own because I have done that before, and then all of a sudden my computer just shuts off, and I'm like, wait, I was doing something. You can't just, but it still pops up every day if I choose that one. That's weird. Huh. But don't you restart it every day when you go to bed? I don't get it. I don't get it. Hmm. That is weird. Mine only does it when there was an update to my computer. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you reboot it every day, so I don't get it. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. That's weird. You need a computer expert, and that isn't me. That's not me. My expert is David. So whenever my computer does, ow, my leg. Whenever my computer does something weird, I'm like, honey. The last time was when the sound was weird. I had an update on my computer, and then the next day I had no sound, nothing. I couldn't hear anything, um, and I was like, I don't get it. I mean, when I turned off my computer last night, everything worked. I was watching Supernatural. I was watching YouTube. There was plenty of sound, and then the next day, nothing. And I was like, but I just updated it. And then I don't know, about an hour later, there was a new update. And I did that one. And lo and behold, my sound was back. So apparently that update had done something it shouldn't have done. And my sound was back. I'm like, how? Anyway. But I had, written to David and like, I don't get it. My sound is gone. And he was like, what did you do? I didn't do anything. The computer did something. And he was like, so what does it say in these and these? And I'm like, everything is what as it was yesterday. And he was like, well, maybe your speakers died. I'm like, I don't know. And then the update came, and I was like, it's okay. That was the update from yesterday. Okay. Those computers, they have their own life, right? Hmm. That's crazy today. Nina, can any of you explain how Black Friday works? I have honestly never bought anything on Black Friday, but I'm thinking about trying it this year. In general or Diamond Art Club? Year old? Well, if it's in Danish stores, you need to watch out because they up the prices and then they give in put down the prices to the normal price, which is so not okay. But they do it anyway. So you really need to watch out. And yeah, you don't really save that much money in Denmark. And Diamond Art Club, it's you get a code. Last year it was 25%, I think. The year before it was 30, but only on the new ones. Last year 25 on the entire page. And they will usually release a bunch of new ones. Last year it was 100 on Black Friday and 50 on Cyber Monday. And then you get a code for Black Friday that'll last a weekend. And then you get a new one for Cyber Monday, if I remember correctly. Isn't that so, Dawn? Do you remember? I think that's how it is. Think. Last year was my first Black Friday. But it's so fun to see all the new releases. Um, hey Chantel, how are you doing, sweetie? How was your weekend and week? So yeah, um, when was that? That will be the week before Black Friday that they start to show all the new ones. They get one every hour. And last year they did, you had to be on Instagram and on their Facebook because they were putting different ones in. Otherwise, they would have never been able to show 100 new ones in a week. So 50 of them were on Instagram and 50 of them was on Facebook. And then they did 10 every day. Or was it 12 for 4 days? I can't remember. But it was a lot of fun. Chantel, if I remember right, you got 20 kids last year on Black Friday. Wow, that is a lot of kids. I got 4, and I thought I went crazy. So do you save for it the entire year, Chantal? Because I would never in a million years be able to buy 20. Some people save their points. But then again, why? Because you won't get any points if you use your points, and usually the code that you get is better. Yeah. I use my points, on the fly whenever I don't want to use money. I mean, the purchase from yesterday, I used my points, so I just had to pay shipping. Chantal, no, LOL. I also buy during the whole year. You have way too many kids. Chantal, how many do you have, if I may ask? Yeah. Oh, Chantal, I would say about 150. So how many do you do a year? That would be, I mean, how many years would those 150 last you? That is the thing to talk about. Because if you do like 40 a year, it's like, yeah, well, how many do you do a year, Dawn, with you being so fast? I mean, this is my 6th this year. Chantel, you only did 3 this year. Which one did you do? So you have diamond paintings for the next 50 years. Dawn did 14. Nina is asking Chantel what she does with the finished ones. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure that out. So far they just go back in the box. I am trying to sell one of them that I bought just to get the free shipping. That is the Slam Dunk LeBron James. I would have thought you would have been done more than 14, Dawn, with that speed. And Nina's asking Dawn what she does with the finished ones. Dippity-dip. I just got a picture from Dawn. Ooh, that's the one you're working on now, Dawn? It's pretty. Is that a... Yeah, that's also a diamond art club, right? Or where is it from? It's very pretty. No, that's not a diamond art club. Where's this one from, Dawn? It's pretty. Chantel, I need to stop buying them. I want to sell some of my kits that I just don't have the same taste for anymore. Dawn give them away or put them back in a box. You're so addicted, says Chantel. It's a Dreamer design. Okay, is it one of the newer ones? Where the symbols are better? Because that is what I've heard is the bad. You know. Hey Sheila, how are you doing, sweetie? Chantel just bought 2 Dreamer designs. I don't have any of the Dreamer designs. So I can't yeah. I'm like, I don't need another shop to buy from. They're nice? Okay. Yeah, I don't need more. I have my Diamond Art Club, and that is. Dawn, a couple of months ago it came out, and it's working out beautifully. That's nice. I'm happy to hear that. I mean, I remember when I started diamond painting and found YouTube videos, and everybody was like, oh, this isn't good. The square ones are bad. The symbols are blurry. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not going to try that one then. And then even, when they upgraded, people were still like, yeah, well, it's better, but not that good. And I'm like, yeah, well, they're expensive enough. So I'm just going to keep to Diamond Art Club. Yeah. Oh, I told David that I was going to do a stash video. And he was like, oh, then we can clean out your room. And I'm like, that's not what you're supposed to say. That wasn't what you're supposed to say. Dawn, the upgrades are great. Awesome. Isn't it funny how different people are, their opinions? And then they had this little handle on the new boxes, and people don't like them because it makes them hard to stack. And I'm like, you can never please people, can you? No matter what you do, you can't please anybody. I mean, I just saw in the VIP Facebook group, there was another complaint about the the cover minders. This is only my second time in art club, and the cover minder came broken. I'm like, you do know that you can just put some glue on it, super glue E6000, and people were like, yeah, well, my boyfriend did that, but it shouldn't be necessary. And you only work on squares, Don? Chantel says same. Well, I only work on squares. Exactly, don't buy some glue. I don't get it. What is it with people and the glue and the cover minders? And I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. Which is now why they're stopping doing the cover minders. But I can't wait to see that new perforated film, the plastic on it. I can't wait to see it. I mean, yeah. I need to do all these first and then wait because I'm pretty sure I'll be bugged out, bummed out to try this new amazing film, the plastic, and then I have to go back to these ones where I just can't rip it. No, I think it's great. And they talk about other upgrades. I can't wait to see what they're doing. If they're gonna do upgrades on the toolkit or whatever they're gonna do, it's gonna be great. I mean, relax, people. So far, they haven't done anything that wasn't, you know, for the better. Nina, what does the new plastic do different? So right now, it is one big piece of plastic. But the new ones that they're going to start implementing in a few months, if I've understood it correct, it would have kind of like little holes so you can do like rip up like 2 centimeters and then across. And then you just have that little square open. So you don't have to remove an entire row of the plastic. You can just open that little section, and then when you're done, you can rip it off. They have a video on their Facebook. It's a few weeks old by now, but that shows, the new plastic. And then people were like, well, then what about my cover minders? And I'm like, nobody says that you have to rip off the plastic right away. You can still use your cover minders if that is so precious to you. Plus, no matter what, you can still use a cover minder on the diamond painting. You can just put it on and then not let it hold any plastic. Plus, I'm pretty sure that most of us have a stash, so you still need the cover minders for those. So I'm like, sometimes I get a little tired. Yeah. But that's just me. I mean, what's the complaining about? Stop the complaining. But again, I'm not much of a BS kind of person. But again, I am looking forward to seeing that new plastic. But I'm wondering because they said there will be upgrades. So I wonder what else. Do you have any ideas? Did you read anything that I missed? Because I only saw the thing about the plastic. You too, Dawn? Yeah. Chantel can't wait to see what they have for Black Friday. Didn't you just say you should stop buying? Yeah. I was actually kind of like, I wonder if that Universe of Fed would be released for Black Friday. But it didn't. So now I'm like, yes, so what? Nothing. You were just contradicting yourself here. But yeah, can't I can't wait to see what they're having either. It's like, Chantel is window shopping. I don't think that she's just going to window shop, Dawn. Yeah, no. I mean, 20 kids last year, that is a bunch. Yeah, no. I mean, it would have to be something quite special for me to buy anything this year. Otherwise, I will need to learn how to diamond paint with two hands, tick, 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 which again is never going to happen. You only buy certain ones now? Well, me too. I've only done that the entire time, except for that one that I'm trying to sell. But yeah, I only have ones that I know I want to do. I mean, I do know that a lot of people, buy a bunch and then they go like, "Oh, why did I buy that one?" And my taste changed, which is more than fair. I mean, I have seen that with a lot of people. Chantel, I used to say, "Ooh, how cute," about every one of them. And now it's like, do I really need that one? Yeah. I have a lot in my wish list that is like, ooh, that's cute. But not that, I need it. I mean, I have more than 100 in my wish list. Then every now and then I go in and I delete a bunch. And I need to, is any of those, have they been archived? Because then they don't need to be on my wish list. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't run out the next few years. So maybe when I learn how to multi-place better, I'm like, okay, then it goes faster. Like with this one where I do have a bunch of color blocking, it would go a little faster if I multi-placed. Maybe. We'll see. I might do some. But I'm still trying to learn how to use these Diamond Art Club ones. Done. I just counted my finishes for the year and I did 17 and the year isn't done. See? You're fast. Chantel, I'm such a slow diamond painter. I wish I was faster. So do you diamond paint every day, Chantel? And for how long when you diamond paint? Because that has something to say as well. I mean, during the week, I'm home alone from 4 until bedtime, which which means that I can basically diamond paint the entire time if I want to. I don't, but you know. So you diamond paint every day for 3 to 4 hours. Do you single place or multi place? I mean, for me, it would take forever if I were doing rounds, which is why I don't do rounds. And it also depends on how for me at least, how you sort your trays. I mean, your containers. For me, it's so much easier because I have them sorted in numbers, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and then I have symbols in DMC order. You do both? Okay, well. But for me, it meant the world when I started to sort my containers like that. Oh, you only do numbers? See, that would take forever for me as well. Because I did that in the beginning and it took me forever. So since I just started to use the symbols, it made it so much faster for me. But we do it differently. But I was wondering if you were in here. Uh, I was just thinking, but couldn't ask in other lives due to FN self promoting. Chantel, do you have a shop? A shop doing what? Chantel, do you have a shop? And if so, what are you selling? People are saying hi to Bada. Chantel does have a shop, but it's on vacation. What shop is that, Chantel? And what are you selling? I need to know. And why is it on vacation? Chantel, I'm gonna mod you so you can put in there you go. Chantel, I haven't been able to open it back up yet because we have been remodeling our house and are too busy to make items. Dawn, please don't forget to give our lovely host a thumbs up. Thank you. Ooh, glass cover minders. Chantel. I need to see. Oh, they're pretty. Ooh, and some of them have candies in it. Wow. You need to tell us when you're opening up again. So we is your husband and you, or you can see other people's reviews here on YouTube. I'm gonna have to look at those. Why? Better hide her shop when she's off vacation mode. Oh, I'm gonna hide it after the live. Chantel, just put in Dazzle Diamond Dreams and it will show the people that bought them. Okay, I'll do that, Chantel. I want glass cover minders, says Dawn. Me too. Yeah, just hide the shop. Exactly, Berta. You can also sign up via email when she opens back up. Oh, it's you and your mom, Chantel. That's cool. We need to keep an eye out. Yeah, they are beautiful. I saw that. They're very beautiful. Remember to hydrate. So how far are you on the remodeling then? Wait, I also paint my washers for the backs. The washers? I don't know what that is. You haven't started at the inside of the house yet. So you're doing both inside and outside? Wow. You're busy then. I think I would have started on the inside and then went outside. Outside is almost done. Nice. Yeah, I still would have started inside. David has been quite the little worker bee today. He sent Dora out working and then he washed and mopped the floor all over because Flux has been snutting the house, and plus it haven't been really deep cleaned since we moved in. I mean, it's being vacuumed every, at least once a week, sometimes more, and sometimes I've just, mopped it slightly, but really, scrubbing it. Yeah. So he did that today while I was up selling coffee and cake and watching the kids carve the pumpkins. Washers are what we use for you to connect the magnets to the cover minders because it's glass. Oh, because the glass is heavy. That's cool. Huh. I would love to see a picture of those. I have no idea what they look like. So you can paint them before you put them in. You're on Instagram? Is that also Dazzle Diamond Dreams? Dazzle Diamond Dreams. Me and this phone sometime. Dazzle Diamond Dreams. There you were. I was sure that we were already following each other. Oh, look at the puppy. Oh, look at the puppy. And this one. Oh, the puppies. Look at those ears. Those gigantic ears. I love it. There's something about those little babies and their ginormous ears. Resin cover minders. You make beautiful things, and I need to wait. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and forget to talk to you guys. Yeah, me too, Dawn. I just followed her on Instagram as well. See, that's the thing, Chantel. I find something new on Instagram or something, and I just, forget about everything. Yeah, well. Oh, I need to write to Mary and ask if she got my Amazon baby shower gift. So how many of you were in her baby shower last week? They got amazing stuff. I'm happy for her. I was like, wow, that is great. So weird. I can't remember who I talked to that was like, you can have a YouTube baby shower. I was like, why not? I mean, sometimes I see you as some of my best friends. So why not? I mean, she's the same. Chantel, miss making items. It was fun. Can't wait to start back up. I hope you can start back up soon. I mean, just start with the room while you're making it and it'll be okay, I think. So do you live with your mom? I think it's great when people get along with their parents. so they can live together when they're adults. I'm pretty sure my mom and I would kill each other within a week, maybe even less. Yeah, maybe in 2 days or so. Or one of us would move out yelling and screaming. You know, just as well admit it. I mean, I'd never be able to live with my mom and my dad for that matter. I remember 20 years ago. Yeah, well, 19 years ago, David and I lived with his parents for 3 weeks because my apartment were being remodeled. Um, yeah, and it was really close up to us moving out from that apartment. So I was like, couldn't you just have waited? I mean, I think it was 2 months before we were due to move out anyway. So I thought, couldn't you have waited? But he was doing all four apartments in that building. So it's like, yeah, okay. So we lived with his parents for 3 weeks, which was great. I mean, my mother-in-law was up every morning for one of the weeks picking me up from work. So she had to get up very early because I got off at 7 a.m. I was working the night shift in a care facility. And we talked about it not too long ago, David and I and his sister. And I told her, that I was grateful that she would get up every morning. And she was like, wait, my mom got up every morning at the crack of dawn to pick you up from work at 7. So like, yeah, she did that. I would never have believed it if you haven't told me. So well, she did. I mean, so like, she loved you. Like, well, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. And then just, going over there, having breakfast, and then me going to bed. And then there was like, blackout curtains in David's room. Um, and it was just, I slept so much better over there than I did in my own apartment. So usually when I was in my own apartment, it was like I got home about 7:30 and I went to bed and I would wake up again at, I don't know, maybe 1 p.m. Over there, I would sleep until, well, again, I got to bed later. I mean, I wouldn't go to bed before 8:39ish, but I slept until 4 in the afternoon. So I was ready for a cup of coffee, having coffee in the afternoon. And then David was working his day shift that week. So he would be home at around dinner time and we would spend some time together. And then, he would go to bed at around 10 and around 10:30, my mother-in-law would then again, or my father-in-law, one of them, my mother, yeah, one of them would drive me to work because I needed to be there by 11. So, yeah, it was only for a week. After that, I had 2 weeks off. I think, did I have the first week off and then a week work and then a week off? Because when you work the night shift, you only work 1 week and then you have the week off. I think it might have been week off, work, week off, because it was just the 1 week. Yeah. But it was kind of, good, So in the afternoon, my father-in-law would come with the coffee boiler and he was just clacking it, you want coffee? And I would jump every time because I was in my own little world reading or doing whatever. And he would just snigger every time he would get me. Yeah, those were great weeks over there. See, them I could live with, which we did, but because they didn't meddle. I mean, no, they were just there and approachable, and they had their stuff to do, and I just pitched in where I could, or I would, take long walks or whatever, just be. I like that. But it's many, many years ago, and we don't have any of them anymore. And I miss them a lot, both of them. But yeah. And everybody got very, very quiet, just listening or tuning out or whatever. I am wondering how many storms we're going to get this year, because this one was kind of early. Maybe. I hope it's the only one. Some years we've only had one, maybe two, and other times it's like almost every week. I don't like them. They don't need to give us any more until after Halloween. Yeah, no. Oh, and Halloween is going to be busy for me. It's on Tuesday this year. But I need to go to the pain clinic that day. I need to be there at 2:30 in the afternoon. Um, so that takes me an hour to drive up there, and then an hour to drive home again. So it'll be at least 4:30 before I'm home. And I can't remember what time the kids start to go out. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, I do miss her. I mean, isn't it weird that you sometimes just get so used to people being there, that when they're gone, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just something's missing, and it's a big part of your life. And even though we didn't see each other that often before she got sick, just because life. But she and I would text or whatever, and sending pictures to each other or little messages, emails and stuff like that. And then we would talk on the phone, of course, but we weren't out there that often, mostly due to his brother living out there and it being weird. And even David's sister has said so much that she didn't really want to be there as long as he was living there, because it was kind of like this silent, you would sit there and it would just be silent. Kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Dawn, I adore my mother-in-law and dread the day when she's gone. Yeah, I hope she lasts for many years, Dawn. I really do. I still have both my parents, and I always say to David, I feel sorry for him. It sounds horrible. I know it. I know how it sounds. But he got the bad end of it. We used to say, both of us, that our moms were, weird both in their own way, because they both our mothers had their, not always very great backgrounds. But yeah. Oh, she's 92, Dawn, and very active. That is so cool. I love it when people getting that age and they're still behaving like 60-year-olds. It's kind of like David's aunt. I mean, she's 82 and she behaves like a 60-year-old. It's so amazing. You can't see. I mean, you can't look at her and go, oh, she's 82. You go like, oh, she may be 60, 65 or something. She's just, yeah. And she has a great granddaughter now who is one. But yeah, I love that. I remember I had one of my elders who lived on her own yet. She was still living on her own. She was 106. Okay. 106 years old, maybe 105. And she had help, to get a little cleanup and um, help making her breakfast, lunch, and dinners because, kind of like me, she forgot if she didn't had it served, and we needed to be there to see her eat and drink, and for her to get medicine and stuff like that. Um, and I remember one of my coworkers told me one day that she came to visit her to help her, and she was standing on a stool in her kitchen trying to wash down her windows. And she was like, "Oh, sweetie, you can't do that. The window washer will be here tomorrow. Remember that your balance isn't very good, and you have already broken your hip once. Can we please not do that?" Her memory wasn't the best, and she was like, "Oh, he's coming tomorrow. Well, he don't have to. I did it now." Well, she only did that one window. Nina, I hated my mother in law. I know that is bad, but her attitude towards her children's spouses was ignoring them. Even her son in law of 25 years, she totally ignored him whenever he came to visit. That's not nice. Why you want to do that? And when I say ignore, I mean ignore. No talk, no acknowledgement. Damn. I mean, David writes with my mom more than I do, which isn't saying a whole lot, okay? He wrote her to say that his mom died. I didn't. Um, and apparently, every now and then, my mom asks him something and he answers. I don't know how often, but every now and then. So, yeah. Dawn, that sounds like my mother in law. She cleans before the cleaning lady. But why? I know a lot of people do that. They clean before the cleaning people come so that they won't think that they're living in a pigsty. But I'm like, so if you can do that, why do you need the cleaning lady? I don't know. I would love to have a cleaning lady. I mean, to come and mop the floors and vacuum, everywhere once a week. And then let Dora do the rest of it, do the kitchen and the bathroom and dust off. I hate dusting off. But it's kind of expensive over here. So Dora does most of the cleaning, the vacuuming. And then, the rest is done whenever. Well, we of course the bathroom gets cleaned too, but the dusting isn't the prioritizing thing. Dawn, you hate dusting too? And whoever invented door frames with this little thing sticking out so that there can be dust up there, and I can't reach, so I don't care. But it's kind of like, and you have like a centimeter of dust on your fingers, and I'm like, why? And I remember in our old house, the wallpaper was so textured that it could actually collect dust. Again, I ask you why. So I would take a Swiffer every now and then I would, especially in the bedroom, because I have an allergic. I am allergic to dust mites. Yeah, so I had to remove all the dust in the bedroom, at least the wall close to where I was sleeping. Yeah. Nina, her reason was, I have 8 children. It's a waste of time to get to know their girlfriends, boyfriends. I have better things to do with my time. Well, Diamond and Dew, aka Lee K, hit the subscribe button on my way through the door for the first time. Welcome, Lee. How are you doing? And welcome. I'm so happy to see you in here. I'm glad that you hit that subscribe button. I'm happy to see you here. How are you doing? Let me know. I hope it will be a regular viewer of my lives. I love getting new friends. So yeah, some of these mother-in-laws and father-in-laws, for that matter, shouldn't. I don't know. But I mean, okay, 8 kids, but nobody forced her to have 8 kids, Nina. I mean, nobody forced her. And she would have to have known that those 8 kids would eventually get spouses. And so, how about her grandchildren? So, I take it, Lee, that you know Berta. My lumbar pillow is running away here. But yeah. You know what? These diamond paintings over there, they annoy me by now. And I don't know what to do with them. Her grandchildren would tolerate it. Well, Lee knows Berta from many lives. I think that was how I got to know Berta as well. All the lives. That is a long time ago, right, Berta? Berta. Oh, as long as they were told without a fuss, did what they were told, Nina. So kids need to be seen, not heard. Oh, you saw my live on Shay's schedule. That is cool. I love that spreadsheet. So whenever you have some time and you want to watch a live or something, you can just go to that spreadsheet and go, who's on? There's so many free spots still. So yeah. But I don't think she has everybody, does she? Well, most of them by now, but my biggest issue is that a lot of these lives are when I'm asleep. So I'm like, I need more. Oh, you printed it out, Dawn? Yeah, maybe I should do that. Yeah, there's a reason your ex is why he is. I believe you. Uh, yeah, maybe I should print it. But then I would need to print it again when new one is added. You have about 73 others for her to you have so many for her to list? Wow, that is a lot. I would have to say some of them would be on the same time then. I remember I chose this one because I didn't know anyone else who had this time slot. And back then it was about an hour because then, yeah, I had about an hour and a half because then it was butter. And then she had about an hour and then Shay would go live. And now I do about 2 hours and then there's 2 hours off and then Shay goes live. I wonder if Butter will ever do her lives again. 74 that you subscribe to, not sure if they all go live. So a lot of people actually don't go live. So you subscribe to 74. I have no idea how many I'm subscribed to anymore. I just, you know, if I want people to subscribe to my channel, I have to support people too, right? So whenever I see someone new, I just subscribe, and I'm not necessarily get to watch everybody's videos because that will be a whole lot, and I don't have that much time. I like watching women chats. I like watching live. Sometimes I do them on the replay because sleeping. Um, but yeah. Dawn, I miss her, but talk on her on Instagram pretty frequently. That's good, Dawn. I need to write her again. Um, but yeah, I like the women chats. I like the lives, and what else? The stats videos are kind of fun too. Okay, Lee. Um, and then I like to watch some of the sneaks, but I do have a few people that I don't watch the sneak peeks just because of the way that they do them. But again, that's me, and I know people like them, so it's just me being weird. But I'm allowed to be weird, right? I'm I'm me, and I'm weird. I know it. I saw this meme the other day that is kind of like, somebody just called me normal, and I've never been so offended in my entire life. Hi, Leanne. I'm late to the party working on my whip, Food Thief by Abraham Hunter. You know what? You can be late. I mean, this is just a tight party today. We're not that many. But working on your whip is cool. Food Thief by Abraham Hunter. I'm not sure I know that one. I am not sure. Oh, it's almost November, which means I get to write Diamond Art Club about my event again. Ooh. I'm still bummed that I can't write anything in the VIP group before December. I might ask if I could do it by the end of November instead. And I'm still waiting for Kay to put that picture in her group. I mean, I've seen she did put in the first one, the Be the Hero Diamond Paint Along. Or is it just Be the Hero event? I can't remember. But that one is in January. So yeah. It's gonna be so much fun. We got a few new ones. I wasn't quite awake, so I accepted one before I took a look at the profile. So I took a look when she was in, and that one was completely empty, just made. So I removed her again from the group because I was like, yeah, you're just gonna spam in here. Bye bye. So I've begun to check, a little more thorough before letting people in. Not that we're that many, we're around 10, I think. But you know what? 10 is good. That means that we're 10 doing the same canvas, which is gonna be fun. I'm gonna unbox it. I know I opened it up when I got it from Berta, but that video is a while back now, so I'm gonna do another unboxing just before January. So, and I didn't do an unboxing this Friday because we didn't have any light at all. And I'm doing my unboxing in the living room by a dinner table, and we don't have a whole lot of light in there just because we want it to be cozy and not um So, yeah, Dawn, you should be in the group to be our cheerleader. So I didn't have any light at all. I mean, I tried. I went in with the this kit and I tried filming it just to see, okay, how is it? And I couldn't see anything. It was just so dark. So I'm like, yeah, well, no unboxing this week. Because when I can't see it, how are you ever going to see it? So Don, you need to be in my group to be a cheerleader. And you can show off what it looks like when it's done with your upgrades. I still need to write to Tima. Tima. I'm actually kind of surprised that she didn't add more bling to it. And as I understand it, she didn't bling up the stars. I need to see it again, but I'm like, huh. But I mean, you can bling it up even more if you want to. I have those silver and glass things that I got off of AliExpress. I might try to put in some of those into stars. I'm not going to do all the stars, just some of them. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Oh, Angie is sending me pictures. She's on that uh, trip with her mom to get the dog, and she's sending me pictures every now and then. Oh, they got the puppy. Look at the baby. That is her mom's new puppy. Dawn, it's both on Instagram and Facebook. I have the Facebook group, and then people can, do the hashtag on Instagram as well. But maybe there will be some perks to be in the Facebook group. Just saying, there might be some perks. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Welcome back, Lee. Right, that is a cute baby puppy. She sent me some pictures from Yoho the other day, and I'm like, look at that. I mean, this is Canada. It's so beautiful. Look at that mountain. I want to live in Canada. Well, at least I want to live in a country where they have mountains. Just not when it's cold. Look at this. I told David I want to go back to Norway, but in the summer. I don't want to be there when it's snowy. I don't do snow. She has sent me so many amazing pictures from that trip to get that baby. So they're driving home now, which, yeah, they drove Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They might be home in a few days. They went to visit her sister as well. So yeah. Food thief. Does anybody have does anyone have a picture of that food thief? Or do I need to make a Google search? Food thief. Abraham. Hang on. Abraham Hunter. Go. Oh, that is a cutie. That's the one that Leanne is working on. Well, this is a puzzle, but it's cute. I love squirrels. How big is it, Leanne? Your last Wilson chills? How many have you done? I mean, I've seen people do like, oh, this is my fourth Wilson chills, and I'm like, I'm sorry. So are you doing these little itty bitty ones, or is 60.8 by 42.6? That is a little Abraham Hunter. Yeah, that would be okay. I mean, my Harry Potter is what, 56 by 79, and I'm on my fourth row. Then I have the fifth and a itty bitty one left. Your seventh, Leanne. How many diamond paintings do you do a year? We were talking about that earlier. So how many diamond paintings do you do in a year? And are they all, little ones, or are they bigger ones? Because we were talking about, some being slower and some being faster. And now I'm just curious. And how about you, Lee? How many diamond paintings do you do in a year? You've done 45? I'm sorry. 45? I mean, how big are they? I don't think they're all like 60 by 80s or something like that. I mean, I'm working on my sixth. Okay? This is my sixth diamond painting this year. But then again, I did some big ones. So yeah. I mean, if I would ever get to the point where I'd buy smaller diamond paintings, then might be able to do more. But apparently, I don't do small. Also, you started in October 22, and so far you've done 45. Okay. I haven't done that many either. I mean, what was it I was talking? I did about 20 or something, wasn't it? I can't remember anymore. Some smaller, but ooh, a lot of landscapes. I started diamond painting in the end of April 21. Lee, I just started diamond painting, and because of back issues, I'm currently on hold, but the one that I'm currently on is your fourth. That is cool. Welcome to the hobby. I have back issues too, neck issues, but a great chair is amazing. Um, yeah, that is what's needed. A great chair, and maybe you need something like an easel. Some people need that. I can't do that. But some people really enjoy those. You can even get those little chairs, these little tables, where you can use it like an easel. What's the name of the group for my event? Hang on. Let's see if I for once can be faster. Hang on. I'm pretty sure Berta has already found it. There you go. Just checked my Gems Flow app, says Leanne. I've completed 50. Wow. Yeah, I'm nowhere close to that. Um, I wish I was faster. I really, really wish I was. But then again, I mean, why not just enjoy the process, right? And not buy that many. I can't wait to get to try one of my what are they called? Mysteries. Darn the words today. Lee, I need a disc, lol. I work off of a coffee table, but the top lifts up, but not far enough, so I have to bend too far. And since I injured my back, that is not good. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I began working on diamond paintings by our dining table, and the height wasn't great. But now I have a rising table, so sometimes I'm just standing, and other times, well, most of the times, I'm sitting. And then again, I don't continuously diamond paint for hours. I diamond paint a little, and then I sit back for a while, then I diamond paint a little. So even though I might be sitting in here for hours, I don't diamond paint the entire time. I'm like maybe 15 minutes, then 15 minutes off while I'm scrolling on my phone or watching videos or watching Supernaturals. Leanne, I'm not really fast. I just spend a lot of time doing them. How many hours do you diamond paint a day, Leanne? It's kind of like the same when I'm knitting. People say, oh, you knit a lot. You're like, yeah, well, I may be sitting with my knitting a lot, but I can guarantee you that I'm not knitting a lot because I'll be knitting for, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes. Then I'll stop and then I continue again because that's just the way I am. You tried that? Okay. So yeah. It's just, that's how I do it. Take breaks. I need those. Just again to get my. Don't be, Leanne. I mean, we're all different. Some people have a lot of time and others don't. So yeah. I know people that spend most of their day diamond painting. I mean, I haven't diamond painted at all today because I wasn't home. I was doing that pumpkin carving with the kids of our owners association, which was fun, but very, very loud. I mean, by the end of it, my head was about to explode because kids are loud. I mean, darn it. And then it was concrete flooring in there. So the kids running around and screaming on top of it, it was like, I need some earplugs, please. Yeah, that was a lot. Lee, if I could, I would be doing it 8 hours a day. Yeah, I mean, I have the time. I'm in here for about 8, 9 hours every during the week when David is working, but I absolutely do not diamond paint for that long. I might put in 3 hours or so. Oh, you're sitting in there. Yeah, I'm sitting in here, but I can tell you I do not diamond paint continuously for that long. Mm, but yeah, we're different. We're all different. I mean, I would be a heck of a lot faster if I could diamond paint all the time. And then maybe even be able to use I don't know, what was the biggest one now from Diamond Art Club? A 12 placer? I haven't tried more than a 6 placer. And then I bought the 8 placer, for the heck of it. But who knows? I mean, I'm waiting on the 4 placer to get back, but right now I just need to get used to this one, the 3 placer. I don't get how people get to put 4 in this one because I end up having one that is more or less hanging off of it. So yeah. And I need to put on more washi tape because it's spinning. Well, not when I'm using it, but anyway. Dawn, I have half a row done on my new diamond painting and I just started it this morning. See, you're fast. If I had just started it this morning, I would have done maybe one square or something, which is 15 centimeters by, oh, I don't know, 6, I think. Yeah, about 15 centimeters by 6 centimeters, maybe 7. Those are my squares most of the time. I know it is a little slower going because I do the checkerboard. My rows are about 15. I mean, this is 15 centimeters and this is 10, but I only do like these. So I think that's 7 centimeters or so. So 15 by 7, I think. That is just because I'm lazy. I don't want to do small sections because then I need to remove the release paper all the time. Maybe when the new plastics are coming, maybe I just do smaller sections then. I don't know. I mean, this is the way it's been working since I started almost. So that's what I'm doing. Do you have any release paper, Nina? Because I have some of the first ones that I bought. They're not this. They you can see through them, but you can get some of those if you want. You can just cut them smaller. I mean, I buy these off of AliExpress. They aren't that expensive, but you can get some of the other ones if you want to because I'm not using them. I know a lot of people just cut them smaller. It's the same with the Diamond Art Club ones. People just cutting them, to get the sizes that they want. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. But how about the rest of you? How big are your squares? Please let us know. That'll be great to know for Nina, I think, and other beginners who are watching my channel. And again, I know more people have come in here. If you haven't watched my Whip Chat, not from this Tuesday, but Tuesday before, please do so and watch it all the way to the end. But do it before Monday night. Nina, no, I don't, but I reused the top of the double adhesive one from the first diamond painting I did. Okay, you can do that as well. I did that in the beginning. But yeah, I did that too. I think most people did because I think most people started off with getting double-sided adhesive. I think. I mean, a lot of people started with those. That's what I did. And then I started finding diamond painting YouTube channels, and they taught me about double-sided adhesive and poured glue, and I was like, I mean, I never had big issues with double-sided adhesive. I never had. Um, Maybe just because I'm more careful. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I had one that I ruined before I knew you couldn't roll it backwards. But that was a little one, so it wasn't really meh. I just threw it out. But other than that, I've never had issues. You just need to remember, to flatten it out really. I mean, push it down before you start peeling it off. But then I started looking on AliExpress for these port glue ones, and I like them. I really do like them. Oh, Berta, are you still in here? Or have you left the show? Oh, Berta, are you in here? Maybe she fell asleep. It's still early in her end of the world. I just needed to show her something. You're still in here. Berta, just to let you know, I'm not always picky, okay? I'm more than halfway, and this is all the trash that I have, okay? And I'm just as picky as I usually am. So I have had bad luck. So, yeah, not me being overly picky. Don't you dare do that. Look at those eyes Berta's giving me. She's just rolling her eyes. I have to tease her, and I'm teasing Angela as well, Angie, because they say I'm picky, and I am. Chantel. But yes, I am picky, and I'm proud of it. But I really, really like this one. Because they're, sorry, most of the colors are in these little containers. So I was like, I wonder if I'll have enough of it, because there's so small amounts of the color. Leanne, I might have ended by the time, so I was happy to see you today. Hope to see you next week then. So I have a bunch of these where I just had a little bit in it. So like, I'm gonna run out of all of these colors. But so far it's been good. I mean, maybe because there's so much of the brown in it that it's actually okay. I mean, yeah. And I'm getting down to some of the colors that I haven't really been using a whole lot. So it's good. It's good. I can't wait to be done with it. Just to get to see it from afar and to see it done. But I have to admit, it is a lot of browns. Browns and grays, and then these little color splashes. The flowers are beautiful. I love the flowers. And the funny thing is, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, look, it has Hedwig. And then when I was working over here, and I was like, hold on, wait. That's Fox. I'm working on The Boy Who Lived. It was a gift from Mary making crafts. So yeah. But I hadn't noticed that Fox was in it. So yeah. It is so cute. And I'm more than halfway. So when did I start it? September something. When did I start it? Yikes! It's a lot of crinkling. Welcome to Crinkle Town. When did I start it? I started it September 19th. So it has been a month. But then again, I'm not the fastest. Plus, it isn't every day I get to diamond paint a whole lot. Especially, see, Monday I won't tomorrow I won't be able to diamond paint because I have Rosa. We're going to gymnastics. And then when I bring her back home, I'm going directly to my knitting club. No, not September last year, Berta. Sassy, sassy, sassy. Berta. You sassy little thing. So how's everything going in your end, Berta? Still annoying and still in pain and I don't know what? No, September 19th this year. I wouldn't have been able to do 6 diamond painting this year if I had one going from last year, right? But yeah, I still find it kind of fun to see how many colors I'm using in a square. I mean, the most colors I have had is 38, and the fewest colors I have had is 2 in at the borders, but in the middle of the diamond painting, the fewest colors I have had is 6, and that was just next to the square where I had 30 something. So it's kind of funny, what's the difference? But yeah. Oh, and everybody, um, if you like to bling up your diamond paintings, Angie is having a diamond painting event in November and December it's called Sparkle Addiction. It has a Facebook group. Hang on, I'm gonna look for it. It's called Sparkle Addiction. It will be on Instagram and on Facebook. And it would be great if you would join the Facebook group. But yeah, it doesn't require a new start. All it has to, you have to, bling it up more than what comes with the diamond painting. So basically you can just add in some extra ABs and stuff like that. And you don't have to finish a diamond painting either. It's just, a fun diamond painting event that is all about blinging up. And all of us who knows Angie know she loves to bling up, just like Berta, by the way. Berta is a blinger as well. So hopefully she will be in Angie's events. Then they can compete, those two who's blinging up the most. So yeah, go check out that event as well. It is in November and December. And then you can move right along to my event in January, which sadly, does require a new start. Done. That has to be a spell mistake, right? I'm a blinder as well. I think you mean a blinger as well. I know you are. Bling up that. What was it that Butters Bix was called? Bling up. What is it called again? I can't remember. It's something about bling up, bling something. Yeah. I'm still trying to learn how to bling up. But who knows, maybe one day I'll learn. Bling the damn thing. Right, that's right, Berta. Bling the damn thing. Stupid spell corrector done. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the spell corrector. If you have it in Danish, um, whenever your phone or your tablet or something corrects what you're writing, so it doesn't make sense anymore. I'm like, stupid spell corrector. because sometimes you're writing something and it is very correct, and then the spell corrector comes in and it doesn't make sense anymore. I'm like, that's not what I wrote. So why? By now I have learned that if it isn't the middle word when you're writing something on your phone, you have to push that word that you're writing. Otherwise, it will be corrected to whatever's in the middle. And I'm like, why? So yeah, we've been here 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I need to go get that bucket for Rosa. And I think most of you people need to, I don't know, get lunch or get ready for dinner or whatever. I don't know. I have coffee with your spouses and kids, and or go have dinner. I don't know. Yeah, I have to get going anyway. It is after 9, and I'm tired. After all these 19 kids screaming in my ears. But it was so great seeing all of you being here today. We weren't a whole lot today, but it was great. And we got to meet Lee, which was amazing. So I hope to see all of you next weekend, next Sunday. And until then, have an amazing week. Don't forget to watch that Web Chat on Tuesday if you saw my Web Chat from 2 weeks ago. And until then, bye, everybody. Have a great Sunday or sleep tight wherever you are. Love you all. Bye. Bye.